Okay, we should be live and up and running. Awesome, awesome work. It's not as hard as it actually looks. Okay, welcome guys, welcome back, welcome to my humble garage. If you haven't been with us before, welcome. Great to have your company. Let's go back to the garage. Welcome if you haven't been with me before. Those who have been with me before, welcome back. The last time we were actually in our garage, we were working on this old girl here, the Delray Custom, and we pulled a lot of the parts out, and I think from memory we actually repaired them. We did. Actually, the easiest way would be to check the inventory. That'd be a great start. We did actually. We repaired them, and the parts that can't be repaired were actually purchased. And bear with me 2 secs. I'll just make sure that stream is muted, just so that you don't get double transmission, which would be rather annoying. Which we're all good over there. The first couple of minutes is always interesting with when you kick the stream in the guts to make sure everything's set properly. Speaking of things being set properly, don't be shy guys. Look, if you see something that needs to be improved, you'd like to be improved, just give me a shout out. Yeah, I'm more than happy to accept your constructive criticism. But as I said, we were looking at doing the repair to this Delray Custom. We're looking at finishing that off. We started it yesterday and had to cut it short, and just because something had come up, and yeah, I'm looking at finishing it off. So we've got a fresh cup of coffee here. We've got a Delray Custom to work on, and let's get into it. So let's go to assemble mode. Actually, I didn't realise we had so many engine blocks. There you go. We've got a few spares. I'm wondering whether I reckon I actually bought a brand new engine block from memory. Let's condition. Well, hopefully we bought all these bits and were we still buying them? Let's have a quick look here. Perhaps I was actually halfway through. Oh, you're right. I was actually halfway through still purchasing my parts. Yes, we're off to a great start there, Fernby. You idiot. Okay, let's go with engine head. Engine head. V8 OHV. We haven't got any of those. So we're looking at two of. Over to our tablet, and we would go into engine. Let's find it this way. Would it be easy just to go engine head to V8 OHV? Here we go. Engine blocks. Engine blocks, that's the one we purchased before. Engine head. Engine head, V8 OHV. What do we want? 2 of those, was it? Oh, it's 2 now. Engine head, V8 OHV. 1 there and 1 there. Awesome, awesome. Engine head cover A and B. Have a couple of those. Engine head covers A and B. Calling all engine covers. Engine head cover V8 OHV. Cover A. Cover B. It does pay to talk to yourself a lot, doesn't it? Engine block V8 OHV. Well, we already got that. I reckon that was the knackered one that we just didn't actually take it out of the inventory. So. Awesome. Pop over here so I can see that. Back to our garage and back into our inventory. Again, sorting by all, and camshafts. See, I actually thought I could have done all this off camera, guys, and you would have missed all the fun. I thought I actually got through all these parts and repaired them all up, but oh well, you know what thought. Let's go camshaft V8 OHV. None of those. Okay, we want one of a camshaft V8 OHV. So up with our tablet again. I've mentioned this quite a few times, and I'll mention it again. Look, if you haven't already got your tablet, then I would suggest you get it fairly quickly. Camshaft V8 OHV. Now the reason being this is probably blatantly obvious, is that it just says walking back and forth to the old computer. So yeah, probably one of your first initial purchases, I would say. Look, if you've got a different way of doing things, then I'm more than happy to hear about it. That'd be awesome. But yeah, as I said, it just saves going all the way over here. And you get over here. What was that part again? Oh, shit. Better go back. Look at it again. So, yeah, if you've got a memory like me, like a friggin' goldfish, by the time you get on the other side of the room, you've forgotten what you were ordering. So this way, you can just, there's your tablet. No, don't want that anymore. There's your inventory. So yeah, it's a 2-button press. Makes life a lot easier. Let's get into this. Cam Gear V8 OHV. Cam Gear V8 OHV. Winner winner chicken dinner. Engine. Now we know we need a. Actually, I wonder whether we're getting any radiators. I was going to go and buy a radiator. We have got a shit ton of radiators. Let's just get rid of that. What about batteries? I don't think we've actually got batteries. We do not. And that's going to be interesting when 2018 comes out, because I hear that they're going to have a battery charger. So whether you're able to regenerate the old batteries, so we're going to wait and see on that one. So I don't know about you, but I'm certainly looking forward to 2018. The game, of course, not the year. Serpentine belt. Serpentine belts. Now we've already purchased those by the look of it, and that's the thing when you come halfway through a build. I generally like to do them all in one hit, but as I was saying, is that I'd leave for unforeseen circumstances yesterday, and halfway through a build, and you come back to it, you think, okay, well, what was I up to again? Starter, one of those, none in stock. Starter. Oh, I've just fucked up, haven't I? That was a starter for V8. I'm sure it was. Let's just get a starter for V8 and we'll call it spare. We'll pretend that didn't happen, eh? Alternator. Fire that again. Alternator, none in stock. Alternator. Now we have one in stock. Clip Bs. They're the pesky little clips that either sit on your carburetor or on the air filter. So clip Bs we want 2 of. These 2 of. And get rid of those. Oil pan V8 OHV. Oil pan. Here's the pan, man. And oil pan V8 OHV. One of those. Timing cover V8 OHV. Timing cover V8 OHV. Round air filter for 1 carb. If we go air, that might. There we go. Round air filter 1 carb. An oil filter for a V8 OHV. Could have got that in the oil section, shouldn't we? Oil. That one. Yes, I do want to do that. Thanks for asking. Okay, so that's everything in the engine. I'll just always, as I have done, always click on the all section. Obviously list all the parts just to confirm that we in fact have all the parts. Now the reason for that is when you click on condition down here, the lowest amount condition wise, it always sits at the top there. So one of those handy hints. Now we should be able to do this proper and start getting these parts stowed away. Ignition distributor, ignition rotor, and then the cap. And these are the 2 clips that I spoke about that often get forgotten. So if you get stuck and then your car won't won't start, or it won't allow you to move it, then yeah, just have a look at those clips there. Oh, I mean, it'll tell you anyway. So what else can we do? Power steering and the alternators probably do that we can do while we're here. The alternator on this side. Didn't actually go with performance parts this time around. The main reason I've already got a performance part for the Delray Custom, or I've already got one of those in the parking bay. This one's going to be just for resale. Won't pimp it out too much. Crankshaft. Now, while I'm here, I tend to get these crankshaft bearing caps stowed away too. And again, it just saves you just going back and forth. So make sure all those caps are in. And actually, let's do that filter while we're here. Get that liquid, and then we'll spin around and do this. These components here for the clutch and the gearbox. All brand new parts. Being a restoration, I like going with it. I mean, you could quite simply put second-hand parts if you wanted to. And that's the beauty about the game. You can actually play it however you like. There's no right or wrong way. Let's get these bolts tightened up for this starter. And I must have actually purchased the right starter. I bought both the starters, didn't I? That's right. Because I was pretty sure I actually bought the wrong one. I was distracted, right? Give me a break. I was talking at the time. What happens when you try to do something and talk at the same time? Steering rack. Let's get all this front suspension components stowed away. So what are you thinking? We should sell this after we've done with it? I mean, that's what I was sort of thinking. But if someone yells out and says, "Okay, we'll keep it," well, we'll keep it. But as I said, the idea was to just get a bit more dosh in the bank, just to make up for just semi-recently. I'd say about a week ago, bought another slot in the parking bay. So there's a $200,000 investment there. So we're just looking at just bringing up our bank balance just a bit more, so that we've got some money in the bank to basically do what we want, so we can buy some more cars. Looking at having, and that's been my ultimate goal for quite some time, is to have every car in the game represented in the car park, fully restored. Not necessarily pimped out, but at least purchased from the auction and restored. So that's my ultimate goal, and that's why I end up buying another slot in the garage. I must have missed that one. Front exhaust pipe V8 OHV. Exhaust. Front exhaust pipe V8 OHV. No need to go there. We need to go up into here. And that happens. You know, you forget to cut bits along the way. Now, just a quick note while I think of it too, I actually just tweeted to a couple of the followers that are they actually coming out live. If you're not on, or if you'd like me to be involved with those tweets, yeah, just leave me a note at the bottom of this video, and yeah, I'll add you to Twitter. If you enjoy your car mechanic and like seeing live car mechanic footage, then yeah, just give us a shout out, and or just simply follow me on Twitter. I don't think I've actually put, if I remember, I'll put the Twitter link in the description below, but it's the same name right across multiple platforms, guys. So you'll find me across, oh, get in there, across a number of platforms. So again, with the same name, so easy to find. We might even pop down here, down the rear end, and smash these rear end suspension components in as well. We've got this drive shaft in. Oh, we've got the rear axle in obviously, and then once we've got this drive shaft in, it connects the rear axle with the gearbox. We can actually get some of these pretty little parts down the end here. I'll tell you what I haven't done, just so that you don't have to put up with me singing, is that's not too loud. If it's too loud, guys, give me a shout out and let me know. A bit of background music. To make sure they turn off the in-game music. You know, heaven forbid that's copyrighted. They can get a bit narky sometimes about their copyright music. I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, you'd like the artist to get the royalties that is rightfully deserved, but you know, surely you got to draw the line somewhere. Anyway. That's enough for me on my high horse. That's a strange saying, isn't it? On my high horse. I wonder where that comes from. Actually, a lot of our sayings come from some really weird and wonderful places that you think, well, that's... Apparently, I don't know about you. You ever wondered why we actually shake hands with our right hand? I don't know about you, but apparently it's a greeting from, you know, back in the day, you know, when, you know, knights in shining armour and everyone rode around on horses and brake drum. Did I miss that one? Let's go brake drum. Okay, so getting back to the story of it, you know, everyone's riding around on their horses back in the medieval times. And most people were right-handed, so they wore their sword on their left hand. So you imagine two horses riding up to each other. You don't know whether they're friend or foe. And apparently, as to show that they are friendly, they used to raise their right hand to show that, look, I haven't got my sword in my right hand, so I must be friendly. Apparently, and apparently how the story goes is that that greeting, that wave, to show that, hey, I'm friendly, I'm not carrying my sword, developed into the handshake. So, yes, something that something new, something you might have learnt today. Of course, I could be just full of bullshit. You'll have to Google that one. Do your own bloody research. What do I look like? Encyclopedia Britannica? Alright, the next thing we want to do is get these pistons put away too, and then we can start on the engine heads, rocker covers and things of that nature. So 4 pistons on this side, obviously, 4 on this side. Oops. Actually, speaking of sayings, I mean, I just spoke about shit. Now, that's obviously it's not a. I mean, we use it as a you know, a swear word, if you want to call it that, or an expletive. But apparently that it was a made-up word. Again, in the days of sailing ships, and they were apparently. So the story goes, people were transporting the fertilizer and the foodstuffs all in the same area on these sailing ships. And what they found very quickly, of course, is when you transport fertilizer and fresh produce together, your food goes off very, very quickly, obviously. So they decided that they want to store all the fertilizer separate to the foodstuffs, obviously, so your foodstuff don't go on, doesn't go off. So what they used to write on the side of the cases of the fertilizer is S.H.I.T, the word shit. Now what that actually stands for is store high in transit. So that they knew to store the fertilizer away from the perishables, so the perishables wouldn't go off. So yeah, there's another story for you. Shit. Store high in transit. Useless bit of trivia. Get back to this build and we'll get these push rods and rockers stowed away, and we move on to the bigger components too. As I was saying, these push rods are little pesky little critters too, but it is part of the build. I'm looking forward to when they implement the ability to actually purchase these in one block instead of... Oh, we're one short, are we? That sucks. Push rod. Valve push rod. Okay. To implement the ability to actually purchase a lot of these in once, instead of just buying them separately. Where was it? This side, wasn't it? There it is. Yeah, it's quite interesting to hear about where sayings come from and how they eventuate and how they, you know, their original, you know, their origin. I mean, rule of thumb. I mean, who thinks of that? Where do you think that comes from? Rule of thumb. Anyone? Apparently the story goes is that there was a law in England, and correct me if I'm wrong, apparently there's a law in England back in the 1800s where it was actually against the law to beat your wife with a stick thicker than your thumb. Rule of thumb. See, not only do you get car mechanic, how to do up cars in car mechanic, but you get educated at the same time. Hey, 2 for 1. What a value channel this is. Oh dear. Oops. I'll go that far. So we do have some weird and wonderful sayings here in Australia, as part of the Australian dialect. I mean, half of them I've never heard of, and I've bloody lived here all my life. I mean, things like, well, I'll tell you what, let's put it to you guys. In the comments section, what does it say, mad as a cut snake? What does that mean? For those who are watching this after the fact, yeah, just pop it down in the comments section. Mad as a cut snake. And if you have to Google it, it doesn't count. So without Googling it, tell me what as mad as a cut snake means. Yeah, those Australians out there should know straight away, but for our international viewers, just have a crack. Just have a go. Just have a guess. Just see how accurate you are. As mad as a cut snake. Last condition 99. What am I missing? Look at that, you idiot. Oil pan. Always one in there. Once we get this oil pan on, we can put some oil in the old girl. All these nuts are being bolted up. I'll have a drink of this coffee while it's still half warm. This thing about streaming, you grab yourself a nice hot beverage, and by the time you finish, stone cold. Oh, speaking of cold, has it been friggin' cold lately or what? don't know about you in your neck of the woods, but especially just before the sun comes up, you swear just as the sun comes up, it drops another 5 or 8 degrees. Ridiculous. Okay, let's see what we have here. Parts condition 100%. Body condition 100%. Winner winner chicken dinner. Our value of 67,656. Now I'm wondering whether I actually wrote say it down somewhere. Here we go. What we actually paid for it. A Delray custom purchase for, oh, might as well say 10 grand. So purchase for 10 grand. I don't know what we spent on parts. Let's call it another round 10 just for giggles. So what are we looking at? 47 grand profit. How's my maths? Your maths has probably been a lot better than mine. I'll give you the big tip. Anyway, what do we want to do with it? Chuck it on the dyno. I mean, not that it's going to make a big difference. I don't think it makes any difference in regards to the price that you get, but it's just whoops, wrong button. This one here we want. Just to tune it up a little bit. It's always important, I suppose, when you give a RV tuned. Just run it. Well, you like to give a car back, but it's fully tuned. 235 horsepower, so it's not the fastest thing on the block, but it's a fully restored Delray. As you can see, all their parts at 100%. We could take it down a quarter mile for giggles if you wanted to, but oh look, whoops, I would like to sell it, and as I said, you get some spondooly back in the account balance. Oh look, while we're here, do we want to keep continuing with this one? What do you think? This is the next one I picked up. I mean, it was a reasonably priced for a Caster Earthquake Rex. Paid nearly 55,000. I mean, the body condition is pretty high, so I mean, I would expect to pay sort of that price for this one. We'll move over to the right lifter. Look, while we're here, let's crack on with this one, and we'll see how far we actually get with this one. Our Caster Earthquake works. The body doesn't need any fixing. So we'll just rip off these panellings and see whether there's many of these we can fix up. Let's not forget the headlights. I'll get out of the way. I really wish they wouldn't have that toolbox right there. I don't know how many times I've tripped over that damn thing. Bugger off. Even if they move it, like, I don't know, somewhere else except there. I mean, there's another toolbox over there. There's another toolbox over there. The damn thing over by the stairs, not right next to the. You know, you go to back away from your car, and like you can't back away. You know, you got to walk around it. Developers, move the friggin' toolbox. It's in the way. Anyway, let's get into the repair of these parts. Now, this is where it gets actually a little bit loud. Well, I told you. While we repair those up, oh, not so much loud when we repair them, but loud when we break the damn things. By condition. Okay, so we want a Caster Earthquake Rex front bumper. Caster Earthquake Rex front bumper. Yes. That becomes annoying very quickly too. And Caster Earthquake Rex right rear fender. Right left fender? Right rear. Right rear. Now some of these other parts that I didn't actually come with, so we'll actually buy those as we go along. Yep, and there's one there. Front bumper. Front bumper there. I've got a funny feeling that that's got some Store. Why have I got that caps lock on? Cast the earthquake, cast the earthquake. Yeah, not cast the earthquake, Rex. Quite important to have that Rex on it because I don't think they will fit. Cast the earthquake. Is it Rex? Yes. Funny how you second guess yourself sometimes, isn't it? Front bumper. Let's find this front bumper. Cast the earthquake. Rex, front bumper. Oops, let's have it. Hood we had. Defender we'd had. Front left door. Oh, did we have that one? Rear left door. Rear left door. Oh, I did that again. I bought the wrong one. Rear left door. That's what I just bought, wasn't it? That's the earthquake. The earthquake Rex. Front right door. We want that's the earthquake. Rear. That's the earthquake Rex. Rear right door. Oh, I did buy the wrong one. I've done it again, have I? Rear left door. Am I reading that wrong? Tell me I'm reading that wrong. Rear left door. What have I just bought then? I bought a caster earthquake rear left door, which is the wrong damn car to begin with, and the caster earthquake rear right door, which we'll need one, but so we want the rear left door. Caster earthquake Rex rear left door. Thank goodness for that. So that was way more complicated than it needed to. Julian, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Julian Mendoz. Did I get that right? I have to excuse myself for sometimes. My my Australian tongue just sometimes doesn't get around names, so I do apologise if I've mispronounced that, mate. Rear left fender. See if I can fuck this one up. Rear left fender. Rear left fender. First earthquake Rex. Rear left fender. Yeah, that's a cast earthquake. Why I keep buying these cast earthquakes when there's a cast earthquake and a cast earthquake. Actually, let's go Rex. What would that do us? Look. Julian, why didn't you tell me that, mate? You just write in Rex and it'll actually come with all the Rex parts, and you haven't got all the standard cards, the earthquakes to confuse the shit out of me. Rear left fender. Righty-ho. Rear left fender. Where the hell was that? Rear left fender. And stop pressing that I button. Near enough. Oh, okay, mate. Cheers for that. I think you're being a bit kind for me, to be honest. Rear bumper. Coast earthquake Rex, rear bumper. Did I not take those tail lights out? That looks a bit crappy actually, doesn't it? Let's go by condition, so those tail lights should be up the top there. I didn't take those tail lights out. Oh dear, oh dear. A great start. Repair those up. Repair them or break them. Break them works. I usually arrange my inventory by name and replace the broken parts all at once. Okay, let's have a look at that. Inventory by name. So that means you'd have to scroll down to find the broken parts. Is that how you would normally do it? Those broken parts aren't even in there. Usually arrange my inventory by name. Sorting by name, yep. And then replace broken parts all at once. There's the whole lot there. You'd have to scroll down and actually find the parts that you need. Oh yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Or you just go by condition and as I was saying, just that puts you the parts that actually need replacing at the top. So either or. Yeah, no, exactly. There isn't any left, but either or works. I see what you're saying, and yeah, certainly appreciate that. Again, that's one of the beauties about this particular. You play it how you feel comfortable. Let's get this Caster Earthquake Rex left tail light. Caster Earthquake Rex left tail light. And you can bugger off. We don't need you, don't want you, and you are a waste of space. I haven't got one of those either. Rear right fender. Rear right fender. Front right fender. Where the hell are you? Rear right fender. Righty-ho. Yeah, this is the one I stuffed up last time, wasn't it? I already had one in stock, and I purchased another one. Front right door. Front left door. You clear up your inventory after each vehicle. Yeah, I normally do the same too, mate. Although there's a lot of parts in the inventory I've kept from going over to the stripper. You got the stripper DLC yet, Julian? Have you got that one yet? I often go over there and collect parts from the strippers, and you're able to use those on some of these restorations. Front right drawer. I can't find the damn thing. Okay, let's look at the top. Front left door. Front right door. See how with body condition 100%. That's exactly what we're after. So we know all those body panels and the body itself are all up to scratch. Yeah, go back to normal mode, that'll be a great start. Ugh, she's looking a bit shady. Let's see what we have here. We can go examine mode. We haven't done this for a while, just go try that again. Let's go examine mode and run the scanners over it just for giggles. Julian, yep. Oh, you got the strippers. Excellent. What do you think about it? You enjoy it? Of course, after each use one of these examination tools, you get a little bit of a report. If you haven't seen all these already, meh. That's a fair response. No, I quite enjoy it myself. But the only thing I don't like is, as I was saying, you know, you bring your parts back into the, well, you've got nowhere to put them, obviously, but you bring all your parts back and leave them in the inventory. Where else are you going to put them? You know, all these parts. Ideally, you'd have some sort of, you know, cupboard or some sort of storage compartment where you can store the bloody things, so they're not, you know, you're not carrying around on your inventory. But and that's as I was saying, is that's one of the good things about the 2018, if I can get this radiator fan off, is that I believe that you're able to store them in a warehouse, so you're actually not carrying them with you. We need to take that tensioner off. You like to keep the inventory empty. Okay, so what do you do with the parts that you get back from your strippers? Oops. You sell them. Yeah, no, fair enough. Do you sell them after you've repaired them, or you just get back to the garage and sell them straight off? I would guess that you would repair them up at your repair table and then sell them, would be my guess, because obviously you get more money. Makes working easier. Yeah, no, you got a point there. Yeah, you know, you do have a point. My guess is that you obviously bring them over to the repair table here, repair them up, and after repair, yeah, exactly. So by the sounds of it, you've been playing for a while and have got your repair table. Here it is. Obviously, you got your repair table, yeah, on your upgrades all what's the word? Advanced through, or you know, you've used your upgrade points to get all those repairs, so that increases your chance of repair. That would be my. You own all but 4 cars. Wow, that's awesome. Good job. Do you post any content? Like, do you Twitch or do you YouTube? You post any content, man? If you do, you don't be shy. Just pop us a link down in the chat box there, man. I'll have a look at it later. I really don't mind if you do that. I mean, some people get up in arms saying, "Oh, you're spamming bloody someone else's and promoting something." I really couldn't give a rat's ass. So yeah, if you got a link, either Twitch or YouTube, that's if you post your stuff. I'd love to see it, man. No stream? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's only just semi-recently that I've started streaming myself, to be honest. I've done... Actually, let's have a quick look. Very quick look. Here we go, over this way. At the parking garage. As you can see, I mean, these are just the ones that I've kept. I've been paying for 12 months, 18 months or something like that. You post screenshots on Steam. Oh, awesome. Yeah, actually, speaking of Steam, yeah, don't be shy. Just chuck us an invite, chuck us a request on Steam. If you enjoy your car mechanic content and want to know when I'm around. Same name on Steam, by the way, too. What am I looking for? Get this battery out of the way. Take these ignition coils out and this engine head. Yeah, I've got a full range. I mean, if you haven't already looked, check that out there, mate. Full range of either these restorations that we're doing now, which obviously take quite a while to do. And that was really the dilemma right at the start. There's, you know, are people actually interested in watching someone pull apart a damn engine? So I didn't actually stream anything for quite a while. What I was getting to is that a lot of my restorations are on YouTube there. You know, sometimes they're edited fairly significantly just to cut down the time frames on them. Others are the full restorations there, but on YouTube there's a restoration series for most of the cars that I've done so far, and as well as a 15-minute makeover series, which, as the name suggests, basically I give myself 15 minutes to see if I can fix it. And sometimes we're successful, and well, other times not so much, but you only do full restorations. Oh, awesome. So which one of you, which car have you enjoyed the most? Around this side and see, we might be able to, no, I can't grab that from there. Grab it from here. Come on, camera. Play nice. Oh, it's interesting that you only do full restorations. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's where your money is, isn't it? It takes you about 40 minutes to do a full restoration. Wow, that is awesome work, man. You must really know what you're doing. The Tempest Magnum is your favourite. Yeah, I'd have to say that even though I mean these caster earthquakes does me head in, with all these different damn parts, it's probably one of my favourites, to be honest. Not that the fact that does me head in, but although the Delray Custom, I don't mind that just because it's, I don't know, a little bit old-fashioned, I suppose. You're right, it is a great earner. Doing the restorations are a great earner, and for those who don't know that, as Julian was just saying, is that to not only build your experience up fairly quickly, but also to build your account balance up fairly quickly, the restorations are your way to go. Yes, they take longer to do, but the rewards are behind it. So for those who don't know, you just pop off to the auction centre, buy a wreck. If you haven't been over there before, then basically how that works is that the cars that they're done on a star series, a star. What's the word I'm looking for, Julian? They've got different stars on them, haven't they? And the higher the star rating, the more you'll pay for them. So if you can get a car that's got a 1-star rating, then you won't pay as much. A rating, that's the word I'm looking for, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, words in English sometimes. Let me grab another coffee. Sometimes you'd think my English is not my first language, the way I talk sometimes. Sometimes my brain's working faster than my mouth is. What was I saying? Yeah, they've got a star rating, that's right. And so the lower the star rating, the more of a piece of crap it's going to be, but the less you'll pay for it, which means that it's more work when you come back to the workshop. But you know, the returns are there too. So if you are looking at doing your restorations more and more frequently, then I would strongly recommend to upgrade your, where are we? Here we go. Upgrade your repair tool down through here. Of course, it increases your chances of repairing those parts. So, as Julian was alluding to, that it is the return on your investment is a lot more. Pronounce Ewan. Oh, I do apologise. I did say that I would butcher your name, and my sincerest apologies. How often do I change my garage? Oh look, every now and again, when I get a rush of blood and feel like changing my garage around. What he's referring to over here is at the garage customization, and I've been through this a couple of times just on other videos there, but for those who haven't caught it before, then yeah, just click on the ladder customization here, and you just change your, as you can see, the walls up the top here change colours, and the floor striping on the floor changes colours. yeah, just to jazz the place up a little bit, just to whatever that you like. Yeah, I jump over there every now and again, just for giggles, just to change things up a bit. But to be honest, it doesn't really faze me what things look like. But yeah, it's good to get over there and just to change things every now and again. So did I get that right? Ewan? Did I pronounce that right? I am terrible with names, so again I do apologise. But I feel your pain there, brother, because my rule-off name is certainly unusual, and it's not one that you come across very often. So when people see it on paper, oh yeah, you have joined some of the cool kids. Thank you very much for the follow, man. I really do appreciate it. It makes doing this all that much more worthwhile. So again, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it says have joined the ranks of the cool kids and thrown us in a follow. So thanks again. Have I tried an expert mode? No, I have not. No, which is something I should have actually got into a while ago, because you know, really, you know, I'm probably much like yourself, is that we've done that many restorations that a lot of this just comes sort of naturally, I suppose. But no, I've not got into the expert mode. Let me move that bit of paper there, because that was really annoying. Okay. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier too. I've only just recently got into the streaming part of it, so hopefully it is streaming to a half decent quality for you, and we're not losing frames and stuff like that, and the writing that's coming up is not too much of a distraction. So yeah, actually any feedback, then that'd be awesome, because I think this is only about my 3rd or 4th stream. Up until now, I've been doing YouTube videos, and of course I've been... some of them are edited and some of them aren't. Oh, come on, camera, play the game. Thank you very much. Some of them are edited and some of them aren't, so I've only been streaming... I'm still fairly new to the streaming game, so any feedback, whether it's good, bad or otherwise, I'm more than happy to listen to. Get these last of these components off. Did I take all those? No, I have not. Bearing caps off. Because without taking those off, you're not going to get the pistons out, are you? All of them. Must be. So how's is the quality okay for yourself? What else can we get off here? I think we need to go back under, don't we, and get that crankshaft out. Just reach it from there. Theme's good. Planning an episode for a particular purpose or event. Quality is fine. Excellent. Cheers for that. I do appreciate it. And that noise is really, really annoying. I don't know whether you can, hopefully you can't hear that, but the next door neighbour's power alarms just decided to go off. Don't you just love that? Quality is fine. Excellent, excellent. Now let's check our inventory. Now you were saying that you like sorting by name, wasn't it? And then you'd go through and find the parts that you need to replace. If I just click on condition, and as you'd know, you click on each one of these tabs across the top there, and it breaks them down a little bit further. Oh, excuse me. Okay, well, we've got Retro Rim 10. We want 4 of those. Rim Retro 10. Repair all parts, then replace all bung ones in one go. Did not do that. I did not. There you go. That is the most annoying sound. I always warn people that I'm going to repair things because, yeah, that sound becomes very annoying very quickly. But it's in the game, and we're conditioned. And it is what it is. Yeah, so again, we're getting back to what I was talking about earlier. You know, these all these Bentley parts. You know, most of those are from the strippers, and they just sit around the inventory. I mean, it'd be nice to actually have maybe another tab over here where you can put spare parts where they don't actually, you know, don't belong to the restoration that you're actually working on. So, but you deal with what you've got. Drive shaft we can get fairly quickly. 5 shaft, one of those. So you repair all the parts, then replace all bung ones in one go. Then your shopping is done and you just rebuild. You repair all the parts, which we just did that, then you replace all the knackered ones in one go. So you go by name. I'll tell you what, I'll give that a go because I'm interested to find out sort of you know, how different people do things. And I've actually been doing it by condition ever since I've started. So bear with me while I work my way through it. So we've got clutch, pressure plate, and bearing. Okay, so we go over to the tablet, gearbox, clutch, pressure plate, and bearing. Back to the inventory, clutch, pressure plate, and bearing. I see that, so they put them side by side. Okay, scrolling down. Presume this is the right way of doing it. Flywheel. Scroll back down. I mean, I could keep that and use it, you know, in a repair, but for the sake of this instance, we won't. Oh yeah, I would guess that you would go all and have them all listed, maybe. That makes sense. Okay, so let's scroll down. That's good. Okay, so we've got an air filter. Let's go air. Yeah, that's very true. There are some parts that you'll always need to buy, so you can go through and buy them just out of memory. Absolutely right. Air filter is that one. Come on, catch up game. Okay, battery. Actually, the battery, belt tensioner, things like that fall into that category. Actually, now that you mention that, so battery and belt tensioner. So we'll start with the battery. Battery. Belt tensioner is that one? Come on. Battery. Belt tensioner. Rolling down. All at 100s. Awesome. Brake disc ventilated. 2 of those. So 2 ventilated, 2 disc. Ventilated. Disc. 4 pads. Am I doing it right? This is the way that you would do it, is it? 100%. Okay, so we've got 3 cams there. I think we only need 4. Yeah. So we'll get rid of those 4 and buy another 3. And gears. Two catalytic converters, so that's in the exhaust section. Down. Coil cover for a V8. You do those parts first and then go through the broken parts. Okay. So you would buy the parts first and then delete them afterwards? No, not on this one. I have done a number of performance parts builds, but these couple of restorations I just purchased just for giggles and just to build up the account balance. But perhaps the next one might go for performance parts. I think that the next 1 or 2 purchases that I make will be looking at adding to the car stocks in the car garage. So coils cover for a V8. Coils cover for a V8. Yes, I want to sell that, thank you. Rolling down. Crankshaft pulley V8. Crankshaft pulley for a V8, wouldn't it? Crankshaft pulley V8. Again, this is just force of habit, is that once I buy a brand new part, I sell the old part out of the inventory. But I think you're right, is that once you get then you can just go sell junk. Although, how does it determine what the junk is? I've never been able to work that out. If you go sell junk, what does it determine what the junk cutoff point is? That's an interesting one. Double wishbone shock absorbers. Double wishbone shock absorbers, 2 of those critters. Yeah, well that's very true. Oh, okay, junk is under 10%. I did not know that. Thank you for that. The rebuild bonuses are much higher with performance parts. Yes, no, that is very true. The rebuild bonus is a lot higher with performance parts. Exhaust manifold, 1 of those. What's the specific name, just called exhaust manifold for a V8. It's a little bit laggy when it comes back into the inventory though, isn't it, for some reason? Exhaust pipe, 2 of. So we come back in, it just lags a little bit. That's not the stream doing that, that's that game doing that. Front drive axle. Got a few of those. Oh, that's an A. We actually want 2 front drive axles A's, don't we? So that one's a good one. These must be these are pretty good, obviously. Front drive axle A. If we do that by front, if we click on the right thing, that'd be a good start. Front drive axle A. Oh, the unfixable ones are junk under 10%. Yeah. No, as I said, I did not know that. I always wanted to know sort of what it defines as junk. Front exhaust pipe V or a V8. Front exhaust pipe B, V8. 2 of those. Shock absorber cap for the front, and 1 front spring because we already have a good one there, don't we? So 2 caps and a front spring. Two caps and a front spring. And I only bought 1 cap. Come on. 1, 2 caps and a front spring. We already bought that. Scrolling. Front sway bar B. Front sway bar B. So where you from? What part of the world do you come from? As you can see, we've got quite a few fuel pumps left over from the again the trip to the strippers. Fuel filter is the next contestant. Fuel filter. And the fuel tank, which makes sense. Another one of those fuel filter, fuel pump, fuel tank. Like you were saying earlier, is that oh, Wollongong. Oh, there you go. I've never been there myself, to be honest. But yeah, know where you are. I'm in South Australia myself. Oh, let's call it north of Adelaide. Yeah, north of Adelaide, and here in South Australia, obviously. Fuel tank, we've already got one of those. Yes, I want to do that. Idler roller A's. 1, 2. I might actually this one here better. A's. So we've got 1, 2, 2 A's and 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two A's. There we go. And back to, oh, wasn't it? 2 A's and 5 B's. Two A's and 5 B's for a V8 and 3 A's for a W12. I'd never worked that out, to be honest. Again, that would fall under the category you're talking about, that a lot of these parts are exactly the same, and you buy the same parts every now and then, all the time. Ignition coils, 2, 4, 6, 8 of those, which makes sense, being an 8-cylinder and all. Inner tie rods. My guess is that you're a lot quicker than this, because I'm just actually not used to slowly scrolling through them and buying it individually. What I would do, again, you know, I'm not saying one's right or one's wrong, they're just different ways of doing it. As I was saying, just scrolling across the top, looking at each one by condition. We've already done those because. And again, they're just lobbed in the inventory. Actually, we'll go along this way, and that way you can go over to your tablets, click on exhaust, and what do I actually need? Should look. So we've got 2 middles and rear mufflers V8. 2 middles and 2 mufflers V8. Rear muffler V8. Inventory. Yep, just standard V8, rear muffler V8. So that's exhaust. Now onto brakes. Again, by condition, you know, puts all the brakes at the top. So you do a lot by memory. Yeah, as I said, I got a memory like a goldfish, mate. So I wish I could do that. I really do. If you can remember them, I mean, how many times I've flicked from one page to the other and then forgot what I was looking at when I got over there. Yeah, there's that. Actually, I know we've got quite a few solid drive axles. There we go. Yeah, again, you know, these are some of the snot that I come back from the strippers with. So you just simply delete that out of the inventory there and go back to running gear. What we can do is bring up the tie rods. Generally, there's 2 of each, isn't there? Over to a tablet, right in tie. These are another things that fall into that same category you're talking about, that we need all the time. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it every time. Leaf U-bolts, where we've got a shit ton of those, so we don't need to buy any more of those. Leaf springs, I don't think we do have some of those. There you go. Don't need any of those in. Let's go rears. Rear knuckle housing C's. There's B's. No C's. A B's. No C's. Yep, so I need 2 C's. Shock absorber B's, 2 of. Yeah, no, it's certainly very easy to make mistakes like that. But again, it's really just part of the game. You buy the wrong thing and go to put it in, and it doesn't like it very much. So, rubbers. We've generally got a shit ton of those. Generally, it's 2 and 8. Oh, there we go. You've written it already. You're ahead of me. 2 smalls and 10. Oh, 10 large. Yeah. 2 smalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8. How many spares do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we want 2 and 3. How's my maths? Did I get it right? What are we saying? 2 and 10. So there's our 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That should be all of them. Knowing me, I probably fucked that up, but we'll see when we go to put it in. Wheel hub bearings 2 of, and 2 sway bar front end links. So wheel hub bearing. Yes, it was a bearing. Rid of that, and sway bar. Two of. Pistons with conrods, there's 8 of those, of course. Again, look, at 50%, you're always in a quandary. You know, do you keep them for later builds, or do you get rid of the snot? So, I mean, I tend to get rid of it myself, but again, there's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you'd prefer, really. Spark plug is another one you can pretty well kiss goodbye. That you'd always have a shit ton of those. It doesn't hurt to buy a heap of spares anyway. So again, that falls into those section where you'd always buy them. You only use 100% parts. Yeah, that's very true. Now I was actually thinking about more for your repairs. You could quite simply hang on to them and use them, you know, as you know, on your repairs. Those who still do a number of repairs, you know, depends on what your repair value is. You know, if you've got a part that you're changing out, it's 30% and is asking for a 50% repair value, and it can't be repaired, well, you just go to your inventory and buy one that's at 70%. But it does mean you retain a shit ton of parts in your inventory, unfortunately. Water pump pulley while I'm yakking. Water pump pulley is normally down the bottom. Timing belt for a V8. Timing belt for a V8. I've scrolled past it, haven't I? Timing belt V8, 2 of. Oil filter for a V8. Serpentine belt A, serpentine belt B. Should be able to bring that up on belts here. Or not. What about serpentine? There we go. Serpentine belt A. Serpentine belt A for a V8 OHV. Serpentine belt B V8 OHV. It's not OHV, you idiot. Serpentine belt A just for a standard V8. Serpentine belt A for a V8. And serpentine belt B for a V8. You are cracking it. You're pissing yourself laughing now, aren't you? Now that I've made a complete fool of myself. Yeah, I know, you're laughing with me, not at me, right? Yes. That's just how we roll. Okay, just clicking on all parts just to make sure that we've got all the parts, just sorting by condition. If we go sell on junk, then there's no junk laying around, so we should be in a position to start whacking these parts in, to be honest. They look a little bit different. Yeah, they certainly do. And most people would actually realise that, wouldn't they? Should have I realised that? Yeah, I should have. Did I? No. Certainly don't say I'm perfect at this game by a long shot. But you are absolutely right, they certainly do look different. All part of the fun. Yeah, exactly right, yeah. As you can see, I got a care factor of 0. You know, if I miss a part, I miss a part. If I buy the wrong part, I buy the wrong part. But yeah, again, it's all part of the game, eh? Crankshaft, that's why. That's why that's not going in. Why can't I get that close? So you're saying that you don't record any of your builds? Chat lags about 30 seconds. Okay. There is always a delay on what I'm doing, and then by the time it gets over there and gets processed and gets out to you, there is a delay. You just screenshot them. Yep. Yeah, if you ever get into the recording part of it and whacking it up on YouTube or whacking it wherever you want to put it, yeah, just let me know. Be interested to have a look. You play any other games? If you're anything like me, you play whatever you feel like at the time. If you feel like FPSs, well, you pull out an FPS and go sick on an FPS. If you feel like something's slow and you don't have to think about it too hard, well, you pull out something like a train mechanic or a car mechanic or I don't know, bus simulator. Dirt 4. Okay, I've not tried that, to be honest. Get in there. Actually, I've seen a few clips of Steel Ocean. Look, it looks good. I personally prefer World of Warships. You're into World of Tanks, so obviously you know the games that are being produced by Wargaming. So yeah, I do prefer World of Warships over Steel Ocean. If Steel Ocean is the game that I'm thinking of, to be honest. Again, there's a number of... Yeah, welcome to my world, pal. We come from the same vintage. You're saying you've been gaming since Commodore 64. My console was an Atari. So, when was that? 78? 79? Something like that? So yeah, it sound like we're the same vintage. But I'm yeah, very much like yourself. We're defined as old men these days. You know, bloody whippersnappers when they're interwebs. Never had a console. Oh, okay. Yeah, but, I wouldn't say I've had all the consoles. But I mean, we've had over you know, the gaming career, I suppose. It's had a number of consoles. Some better than others, as you would know, but yes, spent quite a few hours wasted with Commodore 64. Or actually, even before the Commodore 64, the old VIC-20s. I remember sitting there for hours and hours and typing out coding on the VIC-20s, and they'd used to be loaded onto audio tape. You spend hours and hours writing the coding out, and then you go to run it, and it was, you know, something wasn't right, and you just wasted hours and hours of writing the coding out. We'll get these middle mufflers and exhaust pipes stowed away, and then we're able to come back down this the rear end and get these rear axles and those components on. So been preferably been using the obviously the computers your entire gaming life by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, bringing back memories there. Cartridge, then cassette, then 5.5 inch floppy. Now, most people that that watch this after the fact would have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, Google it, son. Go Google it. You know, go and Google what the old people used to use. Actually, to be truth be known, I've probably got 5.5 inch floppies laying around somewhere. I don't know where that'd be, but I'm pretty sure that's laying around somewhere. I don't think I got any of the audio cassettes left, but whoops, have I missed that one? Did I not buy enough small bushes? Oh, good point. Thank you. I can't reach it from here. Normally you can reach it. That's why it's a good idea to put the fuel pump in straight away, isn't it? There we go. No, you're absolutely right. It pays to put the. I normally actually do that, to be blatantly honest. Is that get the fuel pump in as soon as the fuel tank's in. Is to get the fuel pump in straight away. Just for that reason is that while you're there and at the right angle, you can get the fuel pump in. You know, from this angle, that can be a bit. Well, a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Click on the fuel tank. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay. We've got engine components, don't we? I think that's everything from down this end, by the looks of it. Now we've did these crankshaft clips. We're in a position to get these pistons in, I think. Yeah, so as I was saying, for those who have no idea what we're talking about, you might have to Google that and find out what we used to. And this was all pre-internet, of course. There was no internet around. Yeah, well, that's very true. In Expert, the bolts aren't highlighted either. I actually have I've had a look at it, but never played it, which would make playing a little bit more difficult, of course, but a bit more challenging nonetheless. You have to know where they are, or swing the camera back to look. Yeah, that's very true. But again, it's another way of playing the game, isn't it? So, not that it's a game, but another way of building. So yeah, I would class this as one of the better value for money games that I've purchased for quite some time. Because of the different variations in it, you get different, obviously different cars and different builds. In a lot of them, it's very similar. I mean, the basic components are very similar, like any engine, but some of them are just throws your head in. And I'm just trying to think of the name of the. What's that small car? Looks like an absolute piece of rubbish, and the engine's in the back. Remember Encyclopedia? Oh, you're cracking me up, sunshine. Yes. Way before the internet, yes. We had to look in these things that's called books. And in those things that we used to call books were encyclopedias. And this is where the old folks used to get the information from. Mulak, that's it, yes. Of all the cars in Car Mechanic, that's one of my pet hates. I don't know about you, but that car just drives me nuts. I think I've actually done 3 or 4 of them, and that's it. I kept one in the garage just so that I've got one, but I think I've pimped out another one just to say that I've done it. But yeah, that car just, I don't know. Call me crazy, but I just don't like it for some reason. Some of the parts are just in the weirdest of spots. Oh really? I can't even remember what they cost, to be honest, but I've only done, yeah, I don't know, 3 or 4 or whatever it is, but yeah, that's, if I had to pick a least favourite car in the game, that would be it. So every time I come across one in the auction, I just skip straight past it because I just dislike them. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? A drag. Have you actually done one? A drag Mulak? Oops. And filter, and I'm missing a brusher somewhere. Oh, okay, I'm with you now. Yep. Yes, I did. Excuse me. Actually had people going door to door selling those. Used to be a an occupation. The chat lag does make it hard. You're absolutely right. I was only saying that to Big Shadow, a guy that Big Shadow comes on regularly. We often hang out on Discord and TeamSpeak. I was saying that I should actually set up either a Discord or a TeamSpeak channel just so that the lag isn't so horrific, because I know it's like I go over on other people's channel and comment and try to have a bit of a conversation with them, and by the time you type something, they respond to it. They've obviously sometimes moved on in the conversation, so I completely understand what you're saying. Have I missed that oil filter? There it is. Now I've also missed a small rubber bushing too somewhere. These are all large ones down the front, aren't they? I think the small ones down the rear. Oh, there it is. And I don't have it. Didn't I buy it? I could have sworn I bought enough of those. Obviously not. But that's something I might actually look into the next stream, is to just pop down a link to a TeamSpeak or a Discord. I mean, speaking of links, I don't think I actually put it in the link for this particular stream, but I mean, both of us are actually involved with a gaming community. Actually, you may be interested, to be honest. We only got 2 and needed 4 of the small ones. Yeah, I thought it was 2 smalls and 4 larges. Perhaps not. No, it's all good, brother. What I was getting to is both myself, Big Shadow, a whole bunch of other people, of course, been involved with a gaming community, an Australian gaming community that I mean, basically play across a wide range of games. Aegis 7 we're called, if you want to look us up. AEGIS7.com, and actually I should be able to whack you a link in there if I'm clever. Bear with me 2 moments, and I can bring up the jump page for you. Okay, where'd my chat window go? Bear with me 2 moments. There we go. Right? And I'm clever and stuff. For me, I'm not educated. So yeah, what we're talking about, we've got Discord and TeamSpeak, Discord. We've got a bunch of YouTubers that post content all the time. We've got a bunch of streamers that do content a long time, right across, whether it's any multi-gamed platform, really. We got Stellaris and World of Warships, and even got a bunch of people that play tanks. You're saying that you into your World of War tanks, and that one. Okay, parts condition 100%, body condition 100%, awesome. Car value 120,000 almost. Again, I'm going to sell this one off and then look at what car I'm going to need to. That's a better account balance. As I was saying, it's only just recently I've bought this parking F down here, so that chewed up $200,000 to get that. So really, I think there's 2 or 3 restorations I did to sort of bring that. Oh, that one there. Bring that account balance up to 200 grand. So we're really in a position to now look at what other cars I'm going to need. Actually, I don't mind that wall, to be honest. I think we changed that earlier and I didn't actually notice it. Dyno or drag? Nah, just sell him off. I mean, we can pull any of these others out from the car park if you want to drag it up, but well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to wind it up there, to be honest. Finish that restoration. I want to go off camera and just find out what other cars I'm going to need. Going to make a fresh coffee, to be honest. And yeah, the coffee cup's empty, so it's a bit sad. But what? The parking H costs $400? You're kidding me. Holy crap. That is just ridiculous. Parking H costs 400k. You would already have that, I'm presuming. Wow. That I did not know either. That's ridiculous. Talking about ending on a high note. Just saying that. Oh, there's that coffee machine there. I'm going to have a coffee. That's interesting. Brake coffee. A coffee machine that's got brake fluid in it. Motor oil. I've never noticed that before. Engine coolant. There you go. Oh, no worries at all. I do appreciate you dropping by and thanks for the input. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you got something out of it and hopefully you enjoyed it. I do often wonder whether people actually enjoy the car mechanic as much as I do. Yeah, again, it's one of those games you can sit down and just plug away at, so not a problem at all. Yeah, I really do look forward to seeing you next time. I really do. As I said, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Steam. Exactly, you got to get them all, don't you? Yep, that is a prerequisite, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Or again, I thank you for dropping by. I'm going to wind it up, and as I said, I will look forward to seeing you next time. And don't be afraid to poke me on Steam, YouTube, that type of thing. And I'll catch you next time.